Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alima the Bed, and if you're watching this channel for the very first time, you're welcome. And today we're going to be talking about another movie, just like we've always done. And in today's movie, we're going to be talking about SISTA. So SISTA is a movie by Biodun. She produced, directed, scripted this movie, and I just want to say that she did a fantastic job with this film, right? So without wasting time, we're just going to get right into it. What I like, what I didn't like, performances, and everything you need to know about SISTA. Now, this video, there might be a little bit of spoilers. So if you've not seen SISTA, I think you should check it out before watching this video. But if you don't mind, well, you can always jump on this train and just enjoy this video together. So if you're new here, please do click on that subscribe button so you become a part of this family. And, you know, it just helps our videos. It helps us grow as creators also. So yeah, SISTA is the story of a young lady who got pregnant at, I think, 19 when she just finished secondary school. She was about to write WAEC and she got pregnant for her boyfriend, and you know, they were chased out of their houses and they had to start living together. So they had the first child. She was supporting him through her pregnancy, through school, through everything. And then when it was time for him to go for NYSC, she got pregnant again, and then Ijapa. That's how he left and never came back. So we see the past and the present. In the present, it is, I think, 2 decades later. She has her kids. She has 2 kids, and she's been a single mom, basically. So it is basically just a story of a single mother and how she thrives. And then sometimes later in her life, the man, the father of her kids, comes back into her life somehow, some way, and you know, now he wants to do right by his kids. So this story is a very straightforward one. It just goes through the normal progression, right? And I like the fact that they use a lot of flashbacks. So you know, we see the present, then we go back in time to understand how this came about, right? And it wasn't annoying. It wasn't frustrating to see a lot of flashbacks. I mean, if you watch a lot of Yoruba movies, you probably not like flashbacks, because I get tired of seeing flashbacks. But when I saw it in this film, it was absolutely beautiful to see. It wasn't tiring, it wasn't annoying. And yeah, that's not about that. So let me talk about the cast, the story. Oh, I already said the story. The cast, the setting, cinematography, costume, music, and all of that. So let me talk about the cast. When I saw the cast at first, I thought it was perfect, right? Like, I saw the list and I'm like, yes, I want to watch this person. So we have Kehinde Bankole. She's a star actress in this film, and her performance was on 100, guys. It was 100. There was no point where I got tired of seeing her. There was no point where I got tired of how she embodied that role and she gave it her 100%. We have Bisola Aiyeola in this film. We have Deyemi Okanlawon. We have Chimezie. We have Tope Olowoniyan. We have, who else do I remember? Adeoluwa. We have Chiamaka, Uzokwe, and this guy that played a son, Fola. What's his name now? Adeoluwa. Yeah, Adeoluwa, Akintoba, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so the cast is not it's not a large cast. It's very small, but they all came with their A game, right? They all came with their A game. They delivered. So Adeoluwa and Chimezie plays young SISTA and young Fola, respectively. That's the girlfriend and the boyfriend. Kehinde Bankole plays SISTA herself. That's the older sister. Deyemi Okanlawon plays the older Fola. That's the boyfriend who jilted her. And I kind of just feel like Deyemi is becoming a stock character. I don't know, because he plays a lot of terrible husband, terrible boyfriend roles, and it's beginning to stick. I don't know what they intend to do with that, but hey, we see Bisola Aiyeola also in a different light. She's usually just playing like a funny person, or you know, she's mostly funny in her movies, or sometimes the character doesn't just fit her. But in this film, is this sophisticated rich auntie, you know, that's lived life. She has enjoyed life. She has kids with her husband, and they're living a good life. Now, Deyemi is the husband, the one who left his kids, right? It's now Bisola's husband now. So yeah, we see Bisola in that role, and Tope Olowoniyan plays Auntie J. Auntie J is like, she's just SISTA's benefactor, to be honest, because so SISTA does a cleaning job and Auntie J helps her get more clients. So she just refers her to her friends, people that she knows. So SISTA can glow. And I think we see the impact of SISTA in, and the impact of Auntie J, that's the Olowoniyan, in SISTA's life. We see it in the interior decor of her house. We see it in, you know, the way she like tries to carry herself, and you know, it just shows that, oh, okay, this person has really helped this person, right? And I like the subtle references, the subtle. So we saw that, um what's her name? We saw that SISTA named her kids after her boyfriend at the time. That's the father of her children. So the first one is Fola. The husband's name is also Fola, or the boyfriend's name is also Fola. And then his second name is Anu, and she named her daughter also Anu. So yeah, that kind of reference. There was also a part where, like, I think I'll give this for cinematography, right? So I liked. There were no, like, I don't think this movie needed like so many intense shots here and there, and I feel like they understood that, and they just made sure to just stick with that. It was a very simple story, something that literally anybody can relate to, anybody can watch it. That's the truth of the matter. Like, anybody, young, old, single, married, because I feel like everybody can relate to a part of this, and it is the reality of so many people. So, you know, they didn't do too much. They made it seem like an everyday story. That's what I'm just trying to say, right? They made it feel like everyday life, and I think that was one thing I really liked about this movie also. um Another thing I liked was costume. So for costume, we saw Kehinde Bankole. I mean, we know that she's not poor, right? She is slightly below middle class, but we can call her middle class also, I beg. She's middle class, and you know, we see that she tries to look the part. You know, it's not like the typical Nigerian movie where, because, oh, somebody has gone through heaven and hell or whatever, then they now start looking so tattered, so unkempt at every point in time. No, she tries to look good. She tries to, you know, she strives not just for herself but for her kids, because she wants to look presentable for them. She also wants to look presentable for her clients, because, you know, she does a cleaning job, but she has, like, you know, this poise that comes with her. So I liked the costume. I liked Auntie J's slight accent thing. You know, I feel like it was really good to see Tope in a different light. Naturally, she would. I think I've never seen her play like this northern auntie, or we barely even see northern aunties. Aunties, what am I saying? Aunties. We barely see northern aunties in Nigerian movies, like regular, not northern movies, like just regular Nigerian movies. You barely see people that represent the north. So seeing Auntie J in that light, it was really cool. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and you know, it just added a little bit of spice to the film, and you know, just her accent, the way she was sneaking in the outside here and there, it was really cool. Yeah, that's pretty much. I loved the performances 100%. I like the costume, I like the cinematography. There was even a particular scene that I was going to highlight. The scene where Bisola was talking to Deyemi about, oh, what are we going to tell our kids, blah blah blah, and then the camera just like panned out from Bisola's face and zoomed in on the kid's picture. I really liked that. I mean, it wasn't something extraordinary, but it's just the tiny details and just like added sauce to the film for me, right? What else have I not mentioned? The setting, I think the setting was pretty okay. Like I said, they didn't have to do too much because it was everyday life. So we just saw everyday houses, from one house to another, to the beach, to this, to that, to the mall. So yeah, it was pretty okay. I didn't have a problem with that. So now the things I didn't like about this film, they are not much, because I mean, the movie was like a 10 over 10. Okay, not 10 over 10. But yeah, it was very, very good, right? So one of the things I probably didn't agree with would be Bisola's character, right? She plays the wife of Folarin. And I think for a woman in a position, I felt like her reaction wasn't 100% true, because I mean, you find out that your husband has two kids outside of marriage before he even met you, and he never mentioned it, never said anything about having kids, never said anything about dating this person before. And it just dawns on you that your entire life has been a lie. I mean, there was a part where she was like angry, but I just felt like she didn't really show it. Like, there could have been more. We could have seen her like maybe telling Jemima so much, and you know, telling Auntie J, that's Jemima, telling her, oh, ah, God, I can't believe I'm, you know, going to stay with this. Like, just express more of how she felt, because I felt like Nigerian women, they are not that good people. I mean, there are good people, but slightly not 100% true. So yeah, about that, another thing I would have liked was if they made us understand how she came up with that name sister, because I mean our kids call her sister, all our clients call her sister. I understand that, oh, maybe she wanted to deviate from her original life, that's why she did that. But I just felt like in the movie it would have been really nice if we saw, or if they showed us, or maybe when she was telling her story and she was like, oh, the woman that helped her, she started calling her sister and she just adopted that name for her business or for whatnot. It would have been nice to just like get an angle of that also. And I think those are the two things I really didn't like. I loved that the movie was very simple and straightforward, because if you know Biodun, you know that she likes to go through the corner sometimes. But this was a very, very sweet storytelling. It was excellent. But God, the acting, I feel like the acting was what stood out for me the most. All the characters, I cannot even begin to tell you like how much I enjoyed watching them. And for Chimezie Imo, right, this year I was hoping that I was going to win AMVCA's Trailblazer Awards, and he didn't win it obviously. So when I saw him in this movie, I was hoping that I was going to get like 100% performance. Maybe that would, maybe put him more in the light for next year's award. But I think he had the least to do. I mean, he didn't have to say too much. Even his character as an older person didn't have to say too much also. So I think that's what they wanted for his character. And well, that makes it. I just hope that maybe in other movies it would get to like shine more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I love the children actors, the people that played the children of Sister. That's Fola and Anu. I enjoyed watching them. Like the way they were, they'll make jokes with their mother, and it wasn't boring, it wasn't tiring, it wasn't like, oh, it wasn't cringe, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Everything I'm going to say about this film. I think you should definitely check Sister out. For me, it's a 8/10. Amazing performance from everybody. And Biodun Steven, I can't believe that she literally owned this movie, because she was producer, she was executive producer, she was director, she was script writer, she was costumier for some of the cast. Like, she did a lot, and it didn't like show on the movie that, oh, this person was worn out or tired and they just had to like put up a shabby movie. No. So it was an excellent movie. I think you should definitely check it out. You might shed a few tears, drop one or two. But yeah, you're definitely going to enjoy it. If you've seen Sister, please tell me in the comment section what you think about this movie. And please drop loads and loads of comments. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel. Click on that black subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, because I know you definitely like it. And I'm going to just see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.